Before I started working with Clay, hiring and training staff was one of my biggest stressors. The system that he's designed for us takes all the effort out. It's not even 10% of the amount of work that compared to what it used to take. My name is Dr. Kyle Tate. I'm an eye doctor in Glenpool. I would not hesitate to recommend Clay to friends and family. Anybody that feels like their business could be better, that feels like they're overwhelmed, they're stressed, anybody whose business is not at the absolute top of their profession, I would recommend Clay to. The way he looks at things and breaks things down is really, really a gift. The other thing that Clay really has trained me with is to make sure I get out amongst other professionals. And when people hear that I've been working with Clay, it's always the same response. Everybody just goes, oh man, like you're gonna do so good with him, he is awesome. And so to hear other people say that over and over again, especially really high people that I respect in our community, it feels really good knowing you've got someone that good to work with. I originally heard about Clay Staires from a class that was called Leadership Glenpool. It was a leadership training program that they had, and he came and spoke at it. So before I started working with Clay, my vision was just in my head, and I was just trying to get other people on board, understand, but I never had it written down. I never had it where my staff could visualize, could truly get on board. Clay helped me fine-tune that vision. He helped me get it down on paper, and he helped us live that vision and that message, and that allows them to understand, them to work towards that, so that way we're all working towards a common goal. We've been with Clay for almost a year now, and the growth we've seen since then has been absolutely amazing. The way Clay has shown me the path to success has been very well executed. We've basically broken things down and do smaller steps, so every week when we meet, we go over either a subject from the week before if we're continuing, or we start on a new, and he's got a whole chart that we've been walking through. And every step of the way there, he's shown me what we need to do, giving me my homework, my action steps that either I've done myself or I've got my staff involved in. So it's made it a very smooth and easy process, and I did not feel overwhelmed. When he came to me to redo our website, I was a little hesitant, but it was amazing. I don't think it took more than a month to get the website completely redone, and we had a really nice one ahead of time, but what I didn't understand is it wasn't a good performing website. It had lots of content, lots of videos and cool things, but it was not how the search engines wanted it to be. And our new one looks cleaner. It took so much less effort than the old one, but it performs better. It drives people into our doors a lot better, and that's what its job should be. We had photographers come out before Clay, and what we had I thought was good. I thought we had great photos, but then when Clay's photographers came out and photographed my staff, myself, the practice, it was amazing the difference. Everybody's been friendly to work with, and the photos that we have, when you compare to other websites of similar businesses, all our photos are just above and beyond. Right now, Clay and I are focusing on sales training. We did not have an actual sales system in. Before it was just kind of letting things happen. We didn't have a system or a pattern to follow. Since he's been working with me on that, we've seen our numbers grow. We've seen happier patients, and it's taking the load off my staff. When Clay and I started working together, our practice was decorated, just your traditional office, how it came in, nice things here and there. But none of that stuff really did anything for us. Clay and I went through and we made different types of promotional posters. We've got videos that explain why we do what we do to help every part of the practice communicate something for the patient to understand. Now, when I walk into exam room, patients have seen a no glare treatment. They say, hey doc, I want this. I want to see better driving at night. I want this or that, before I've even had to say a word or introduce myself. Before Clay started working with me on our hiring process, it was the most stressful thing I did. So that was the first thing that we tackled. Now we've got a system in place that works beautifully. It's a lot less effort on my part, it's less effort on the staff's part. And since then, the people that we've got from that process have been above and beyond what we had to do before. Since Clay has been working with me on our HR systems and our training systems, it's made a huge impact, and it's taken a large load off what I had to do. Before, we had just your typical come in, shadow me, I would teach everything. And so we didn't have a system that was repeatable. Well, now we've got things on video and we're growing that system more and more to where we've got personal development training, we've got skills training for individual things at the business, all on video where I could say, hey, go watch this. This is how you're supposed to greet a patient. This is how you deal with this situation. And that's taken a load off myself and all the other staff. Clay's personality can be quite bold, but a lot of fun. I really enjoyed getting to work with him. His energy when he walks into a room is contagious. You can't help but smile and have a little bit better day from being around Clay.